Hi everyone. Before we start, I want you to look at the screen for a second. You probably recognize this symbol instantly. Yes, it's Google. Whenever we need an answer, we search, and Google gives us the result. If you search beautiful cat, you will see thousands of adorable cat pictures. And today, I want you to imagine something interesting. What if our brain worked exactly like the Google search bar? Whatever you type into your mind, it starts looking for results. If you type, I'm not good enough, your brain started looking for evidence. The mistake you have made, the failures you have had, moments that support the belief. But if you search, I can improve, your brain begins to look for different things. Opportunities, possibilities, proof that growth is possible. Hi, my name is Thái Hòa, and today I want to share how the question we search in our mind can shape what we believe we are capable of, long before the reality can prove us right or wrong. In grade 2, I moved to an international school because my parents believed they would give me better opportunities and help me improve my English. In my imagination, everything sounded exciting. New friends, fun activities, school event. I mean, honestly, how could things possibly go wrong? I thought I would fit in quickly, that I would become like everybody else. Comfortable, confident, belonging. But soon I realized something important. Changing school wasn't just changing an outfit. On my first day, I sat at my desk holding my pencil as the teacher started explaining the lesson in English. But the teacher voice didn't sound like instruction. They sounded like static, a blur of unfamiliar sound rushing past my ear without meaning. I looked around, my classmates were nodding, writing notes, turning pages, while my page stayed completely blank. I stared at the board, pretended I was thinking. But honestly, I was just trying not to panic. Have you ever been in a room full of people and yet still felt completely lost? That's what I felt every single day. So, instead of risking embarrassment, I chose silence. Because silence to me feels safer than trying and failing. I stopped raising my hand in class. I avoided eye contact. I avoided speaking in class. Not because I didn't care, but because I was afraid. Afraid of admitting the fact that everyone else was capable and maybe I wasn't. Then came the test result. When I saw my score on the test paper, my chest tightened. Because to me, those numbers aren't just great. They felt like evidence. Evidence that something that seemed so natural to everyone else felt impossible to me. So, like any determined student, I tried to fix it. If I wasn't naturally good, then I would work harder. I study almost every day. I got a private tutor, while my friends go out, explore hobbies, and join school events. I stay home, memorizing vocabularies, reviewing my notes. But even with all the effort, something didn't change. I still felt out of place, and my score still average. And that is when my brain starts searching. Why am I so bad at studying? And just like Google, it gives me the result. My low test score, the fact that I needed a tutor, the pressure from classmates who seem ahead. Looking back now, I realized something. At that time, I wasn't searching for solution. Not at all. I was searching for proof. Proof that I wasn't good enough. At some point, the question in my mind changed. Instead of asking, how can I improve? I started asking, maybe this is my limit. Maybe studying is only for talented people. And maybe I'm just an average student. And once the thought appeared, my brain did exactly what search engines do. It gave me matching results. Every low test score stood out. Every mistake felt bigger. Tests stopped being about learning. They became confirmation. If I got a 6, I thought that's probably my limit. If I struggle, I told myself, maybe this just isn't for someone like me. And without realizing it, I had accepted a label, average. And when you search for limit, you will always find them. That summer, I thought the next school year would be exactly the same. Another average year. Not terrible, but not great either. I had already made peace with it. Then one day, my parents told me something unexpected, that we were changing school. It felt like a bomb dropped into my life. Everything happened so quickly. They literally paid the tuition only 2 weeks before the new school year started. At first, I felt confused. Then the worry came, because one thought kept repeating in my mind. What if I have to catch up all over again? What if I feel lost again? What if I have to sit in class, pretend I understand, while panicking inside? I didn't want to relieve that feeling. But in the middle of all that fear, another thought appeared. What if it's different this time? What if instead of just surviving, I try something new? What if I step out my comfort zone? What if I start doing the thing that I'm always too afraid to do? What if I were actually capable and I just never given myself a chance to find out? I was still nervous, yes, but mixed with that fear was something new. Excitement, because I realized something. In this new school, nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew I had struggled with English. Nobody knew I used to be a quiet girl who was always too afraid to speak. And nobody knew that I believed I was just average. It felt like entering a completely new game. And this time, I decided to type something different. Instead of searching, why am I so bad at this? I started searching, what happened if I try? And of course, when my search changed, my action changed too. I started raising my hand in class. I practiced English instead of avoiding it. I tried before judging myself. I spoke even when I wasn't completely sure. And when your search changed, you begin to look for different things. Instead of looking for proof that I wasn't good enough, I started looking for opportunities to grow. If you know me, you might see me in many places around the school. Student council meetings, playing drums on stage, performing bass in school band, acting in school play, and even standing on stage as an MC. I tried things even when I wasn't sure I was good at them. I joined sport competition, I applied for student council, I volunteered to lead project. Instead of hiding, I chose to participate. And gradually, the results followed. My grade became 9 and even 10. I can talk to foreign teacher confidently. My English improved, but more importantly, I've gained something much more valuable. If you have told the younger me, the quiet girl who was always afraid to speak, that one day she would stand on a stage like this giving a talk, I would never have believed you. But the most important part is, the school didn't magically fix me. The environment didn't suddenly transform me. The only thing that changed was what I searched for. And when you change the question you ask yourself, your brain started giving you different answers. And of course, better ones. Maybe you're not bad at English. Maybe you've been searching for signs that you are. Maybe you're not behind. Maybe you've been searching for people in front of you instead of noticing how far you have come. Maybe you're not scared of trying. Maybe you've been searching for worst case scenarios. Maybe you're not untalented. Maybe you've been searching for a reason why you don't stand out yet. Your brain is always searching. The only question is, what are you typing? Nothing around you may change tomorrow. Your school, your environment, your challenges. But the moment you change the question you ask yourself, your answer begins to change too. And sometimes the most powerful transformation in your life doesn't begin with changing your environment. It begins with changing your search. Thank you.